everyone. You're watching Pitch Battle. I'm your host, Indranil. One more win and a knockout match. And I mean, good reason for us to celebrate, right? I mean, till the final match is not won, we can't say anything. But good start, the way we're crushing the opposition. There's a little change in the template. Indian team earlier, or any other team in the knockout matches, would win the toss and very promptly opt to field. But here, Indian team is going after that kind of a mindset where you just bat first, put a score on the board, and then put pressure on the opposition. And they can do it. Bowlers win new tournaments, and they can do it because the bowlers are in perfect shape. And it can't get better than this, what we are seeing. England being crushed, revenge, sweet revenge, well taken. I mean, a lot of things are happening. And now there was a time when we used to talk about how India are not winning the ICC events for last 11 years or so, and are we like South Africans? But now we are facing the South Africans. What more can you ask for? I mean, this is a perfect script. I mean, the final between India and South Africa. We'll see who's actually going to choke on Saturday, but it's not India. I hope not. We're joined by Avinash, Shakya, friends. I mean, can't get better than this. I thought the 13th over, Avinash, when Sam Curran went for 19 runs, and there's those two sixes of Hardik Pandya's bat. That was a good start. I mean, that was the momentum we needed. The pitch was very, very tough to bat on. Double pace, the odd ball was keeping low, but brilliant, brilliant work by the bowlers.
Definitely. Credit to the Indian bowling lineup for once again showing the class, the temperament that they have. English side, as we've seen, they have been doing well, but they were not invincible this time around. Indian team is looking in a better shape. You just mentioned about the template, the kind of game this team is playing. Uh, and if you talk about the finals, it's going to be a battle of equals because both the
Yeah,
teams are so far unbeaten and they
unbeaten,
played some
absolutely.
good cricket. And both these teams are coming up from good wins against the English side. Let's not forget the way South Africa, the game just kind of switched between both the two sides. The momentum kept shifting from one side to the other. Fate also kept changing sides, but eventually it was South Africa which prevailed over the English side. And it was once again the bowlers who did the job for South Africa. And last night also what we saw was Team India's bowlers once again showing their class and finishing it in style. And as you rightly mentioned about the sweet revenge, I mean, the Adelaide Oval match where you were completely outbatted by the English openers, Jos Buttler and Alex Hales. They chased down that 160, 70 odd runs quite convincingly. It was good to see Indian bowlers returning in kind. And had it not been a couple of lusty blows from just Jofra Archer lower down the order, the English would not have been able to touch the triple figure mark. And to me, it would have been a much sweeter revenge had the English team not touched the 100 figure mark. But nevertheless, it was a very good, clinical, thorough performance from the Indian side. And they'll take a lot of confidence from this game into the finals. And yes, the kind of experience Team India has going into the finals, playing into the finals, would definitely give them edge because the South Africans, the chokers tag that they've had over these many years, is because they've not been able to qualify from the knockout stages or the semi-finals or the quarterfinals to into the finals. So the last time we saw them qualifying for the finals was in the 2015 the World Cup semi-finals, and prior to that, in the 2014 World Cup semi-final in Bangladesh, T20 World Cup semi-final, Team India knocked
Yeah.
them out, and it was a very good contest. Let's not forget, it was a very well balanced South African side. This year's side is good, but I do feel it was that 2014 side which made a lot of noise, and they were playing some fantastic cricket.
Absolutely. I mean, for the third time, we are in the final of T20 World Cup. Of course, it last happened, if I'm not mistaken, in 2014. We
Yes.
lost that final to Sri Lanka after a long time we are in there. But we have been in that semi-final, final in all formats for a long time. We've been a champion side, and yesterday we saw what this Indian team could do. But what's wrong with Virat? Not Virat Kohli. Actually, what's wrong with Rohit Sharma? I mean, I will talk. Everything is good with Virat Kohli. He's actually at least making an effort. He got that six, which was in the slot, and then he tried the same shot. The ball stopped, and it hit stump because he was early on onto the shot. But what's wrong with Rohit Sharma? Why is he? He's in tremendous form. Really, I mean, so happy to see him because he was struggling to score runs in T20 over the last 2 years or so, and to see him peak at the right time, the Australia match, the England match, the two champions of white ball cricket, one of T20, defending champion, another is, of course, defending champion in 50 over format. The way Rohit Sharma played, uh, anchored the innings, played his shots. He was playing a double role. Shakya, you must be very happy. A Rohit Sharma fan, an old Rohit Sharma fan. I hope he continues. I hope he doesn't actually till 27.
Wonderful innings by Rohit Sharma yesterday, and like both the games, these are two crucial games, and the two, in my view, the two strongest teams, these two teams and West Indies. For me, I'll hold my hand up and say that India were not the strongest team entering the World Cup. I had Australia, England, West Indies. They were ahead, but Rohit Sharma has played two very good innings based on the situation against against Australia and England. And yesterday he played, he set the game up. He and Suryakumar Yadav set the game up, and Rohit, he would have gone on for more. I mean, the delivery of Adil Rashid kept very low, but that set them up because the spinners, the Indian spinners, they got the hint that this is how the wicket was going to play. And if India reached 170, which was probably 15-20 runs more than they actually needed, a lot of that went on Rohit Sharma, and he's playing according to the needs of the situation. As I say, I don't think that it's the milestones that matter. Uh, he'll take a World Cup trophy ahead of any milestones and ahead of any milestones. And yesterday after India won the match, he got a little emotional. I guess what happened in the 22 semi-final had affected him. So he's playing well, and I hope he keeps it up. I hope he keeps it up. There was some conversation yesterday about Yashasvi Jaiswal coming in for the final and Virat playing at number 3. I don't think they should do that because I think Rishabh Pant at number 3 and Suryakumar Yadav at 4, the balance is pretty good. If I see a change, I don't think it will happen. It is if they play Sanju Samson instead of Shivam Dube. I don't think it will happen. I think the balance will be kept. I still believe Virat Kohli will come good in the final, and Shivam Dube will also. I feel he has something left in him because South Africa has got two quality spinners.
We are talking about Rohit Sharma right now. You were very good with Shivam Dube. Wait, hold on.
I think Rohit played very well. Really. I don't want to jinx him. I hope he produces something like this in the final as well.
Yeah. But Avinash, you talk about Rohit Sharma, of course, he played the captain's knock. He carried the team. And what I really like, he rubbed that confidence to someone who's never clicked that consistently into knockout matches with Suryakumar Yadav. The way he guided Surya. No one is talking about that. The way Surya was guided by Rohit. Rohit has all the wealth of experience, and Surya was absolutely. He was not that flashy. He was, turning it on by taking the singles, ones and twos, and ran hard with the wicket, in the wickets, and it was a Rohit Sharma. Not only him, he inspired others to come forward, and he was really worried even. With that score of 170 plus, he looked worried. The moment the innings got over, he said, okay, I have to get it done no matter what. And bowlers were super confident. Why not? We have a Kuldeep, all match-winning bowlers, wicket-taking bowlers. And then you have Axar Patel coming and doing what he's doing, fantastic. I mean, one thing is sure. I mean, you don't have to turn the ball to be a spinner in modern day cricket. You have to just tag the stumps and let the pitch do everything. Using the conditions well. Rohit also talked about it. But Rohit carrying the team together, carrying the innings together, holding it tight and inspiring uh, someone like Suryakumar Yadav. I've never seen him playing so majestically. I mean, he was in complete control of things when he was hitting those boundaries over boundaries. I liked it, and this is what Rohit did, which is amazing.
Absolutely. And let's be very frank and honest that had it not been Sharma at the other end, Suryakumar Yadav would not have played the kind of knock that he played. He was
Yes.
all over the places. He was struggling. I mean, he's one of a kind batter who loves when the ball comes nicely onto his bat. It was not the case last night. And he just look at times he looked just confused and annoyed at the kind of pitch that was on offer because the ball was not coming. There was the dual pace. It kept getting slower and slower. And Suryakumar Yadav, he just had to uh, come out of his comfort zone and play that kind of a knock. I would have been a little more happier had he focused more on rotating the strike because he was struggling. Literally, he was struggling. But because of the fact that there was a someone like a Rohit Sharma who has wealth of experience of playing on such kind of a track, we saw Suryakumar Yadav scoring those 45
But
odd runs.
it's very simple, Avinash. I mean, when you're playing spinners on a slower track where the ball is actually doing a lot,
Yeah.
going up and down, best way is to just wait for the ball to come to you.
Yes.
You see
And
the ball,
and
you react, and then you play.
exactly.
And Rohit used all his experiences. Why Virat got out? The fact that he went early into the shot
He
and
is
the ball came
exactly.
late,
Yeah,
right?
and that
And
was
he's
not the
not
kind of a ball that he should have attempted to come
block.
out of his screen. Yeah,
Yeah, block it and do whatever. I mean, take a single or
yeah,
something. He got a six out of that same similar ball of that left
but
arm seamer,
yeah,
right? But
and
he
this one
couldn't.
kept low, just
Yes, no,
kept
this
low.
one kept low. It came little late also because of the
Yeah,
double plates you're talking about, right? So that is the thing. So you have to wait. Don't commit yourself. That's the
yes,
basics of batting.
and
And I
that's
don't
the
have to
that
teach Virat Kohli the basics of
exactly.
batting. He's the master
Ah,
class act. But I mean, on this kind of pitches, what we saw from Rohit Sharma, Virat could have done the same, probably in the final. But all this talk about Yashasvi Jaspal, it doesn't happen like that. Because once
oh,
you build a
definitely
team,
not. Okay.
you should back it up. And the
Yeah,
fact that you've changed Siraj to Kuldeep, and that is for a reason. Without a
yeah.
reason, why should you do that? That's the main thing.
Also, why tamper with the winning
Yes.
combination? When you are going with a winning combination, things are running fine for you. Yes, Shivam Dubey has not had the kind of impact that everyone was expecting him to have, but nevertheless, he's been contributing. He's trying his level best. The It was not a pitch where even the best of batters would have scored runs. Just look at the scorecard of the English batters. Every single one of them struggled on this surface. Yes, the if you talk about the quality of English and in India spinners, I would rate the Indians having a slightly I mean, a slightly better edge because the English side it was just about how Indians are going to play Adil Rashid, and we saw what he did. Yes, Livingston just kind of escaped. He uh, 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 finished with better numbers economically, but it was also because of the fact that Jos Buttler had realized that the pitch has gotten slower soon after the match resumed after the rain break, and Indians had to once again get into their grooves, set their eyes. So that precious time of say between 8 to the 11th over, Jos Buttler utilized and rotated his bowlers quite well. But I think a lot of credit has to go to Hardik Pandya for shifting the momentum of this game. Those
Yes.
two lusty blows, and we could see there was a shift in the body language of the Indian dressing room after those two shots were hit by Hardik.
That's what, yeah.
The suddenly the confidence of the this English Indian team was going to just another level, because they now were pretty confident. Okay, 150 is touched. They've crossed 150, and 150 was uh, the fighting total that they were looking at. Exactly, they got at least 15 to 20 odd runs extra, and those 20 odd runs kind of at the end of the innings shifted the momentum completely from English dressing room to the Indian side. We could just make out Rohit looked a little tense because he was the captain of the side, but if you look at the faces of the others, Virat was quite very confident that yeah, we're going to defend it. Jasprit Bumrah, he hardly shows what is going inside his brain or what is inside his heart on his face. But looking at the kind of confidence that the rest of the Indian players were showing, it was evident that the Indian side is confident and upbeat and of winning this game.
Well, we have won the game, and we are going to win one more time to be the champion side. I mean, I'm really hoping that happens. But Axar Patel, I mean, every time, even I do a little bit of spin bowling once in a while, and people accuse me that you can't turn the ball as much as you should be. But looking at Akshar is actually giving me a lot of hope that, I've always maintained that if turning was everything as a spinner, Stuart McGrill would have got more wickets than Shane Warne. But that's not the case. You have to attack the stumps. You have to know where you have to bowl to your to the body, bowl with good pace. The dynamics has changed so much, and Akshar Patel, Kuldeep getting those 6 wickets between them, and then I mean, this is, and what would the South Africans thinking right now? We'll talk about that later, but Axar Patel, the way he was treated last in the last World Cup, 23 was in the team, then he had a little injury in the Asia Cup, he was sort of told to recover, then he recovered, and he was not taken in, and he was playing domestic matches. Then Ashwin got in. They wanted Ashwin. They thought two similar kind of cricketer. He's always lived in under Jadeja's shadow, Ravindra Jadeja's shadow. But do you think Akshar, the way he's come up, the way he's doing it, he will sort of nudge Jadeja a little more than, because getting a man of the match award in a knockout match is a huge thing, Shakya. And how do you see that? I mean, that little competition which is always there, and Jadeja being the number one player in all formats, because he plays all formats, bats, bowls, fields with same intensity. He's always been the guy who's there. He's never scored as much as he should have scored. I've seen him doing well in the bat in test matches. But now Akshar Patel, where does he stand? What are his chances of overtaking Jadeja?
I think in white ball cricket, Axar Patel has been a very, very big claim to overtake Jadeja. At least in T20, he should now, and I think even in ODIs, he should be ahead of Jadeja. It's in Test cricket where Jadeja still has the edge, because he has that experience. He has those extra. That's extra something which helps you do. He has got all those wickets in Test cricket. So even at the moment in Test cricket, Jadeja still in front. But in limited overs cricket, definitely Axar Patel is pushing Jadeja, is going ahead of Jadeja. But if you look at the composition of the Indian team for this particular World Cup, Axar Patel wasn't a sure shot in the 15. He was one of those 50-50 choices, because Rinku Singh got left out, and they were contemplating if we should carry another fast bowler. And then Rohit Sharma said, I wanted 4 spinners. Then at the start of the tournament, India, Axar Patel was being, when he was playing at number 8, the thought process was India was extending their batting. That's why they were playing both Axar and Jadeja together. So from there, from having been a 50-50 selection for this World Cup to having started this tournament with the thought process of lengthening the batting order to now becoming a frontline bowling option and being the man of the match in the semi-final. This has been a remarkable transformation for Axar Patel, and he's been improving day by day in all throughout his career.
Last time I met him, I asked him, "Are you a bowling all-rounder or a batting all-rounder?" He said, "When I'm a batting, I'm a batsman. When I'm bowling, I'm a bowler." I said, "Wow, what an answer! What a smart man."
Yeah, he's yesterday Ishant Sharma was saying in the pre-match show that he's a very street smart cricketer, and he actually was saying that Axar Patel is more of a Delhiite than a Gujarati. I mean that is debatable, but that's what Ishant Sharma was trying to send a message that you'll find Axar Patel's mindset is more from what he's seen people in Delhi. But coming back to to another
But this
point
was
we discussed.
expected. You have been traveling with the team for such a long time. If you don't start performing, and when will you do it? I mean, we're talking about empowering youngsters.
Yeah.
He's crossed that level. I mean, aam pak gaya hai, abhi kha lo.
But
That's the kind of a thing.
just one more point that the discussion on Suryakumar Yadav was going on before this. Suryakumar Yadav, he's like one of those cricketers who will have a short but flourishing career. He's a bit like Mike Hussey, like Robin Singh. They had short careers. Mike Hussey made his debut at the age of 30. Robin Singh made his debut at the age of 33. Suryakumar Yadav doesn't look very old, but he's 34, and he made his debut at the age of 31. And it seems like he's been around forever, but we think he's young, but he's 34. So he'll have a short, he'll make a big impact in a short career. And I hope one of those impacts will be bringing back a World Cup trophy at the on Saturday. I remember we used to talk 3-4 years earlier when Surya wasn't in the international side, and we were talking about he should be playing for India. I know you once shared WhatsApp conversations that you shared with Surya where you were, encouraging him that, your time will come to play for India. You shared those messages with me. So,
yeah. No, I'll tell you, I'm looking at, as you talk, Rohit Sharma's age. I'm sorry, but it's never about the age, it's always about the mileage. 37 years old. So after seeing the way Rohit is playing and big tournament, he can pick and choose from, like Sachin used to do. Avinash, 26 World Cup, if you win tomorrow, will Rohit be targeting that with Virat Kohli? And the youngsters can put their, buy their sleeping bags and
Let's
I'm
keep
just
this.
kidding. I mean, what's going to
Let's keep
happen
this
is
debate. Let's keep this debate posted for Sunday after the results are out. And uh, for now, I think it's better we just keep our focus on tomorrow's game. I strongly believe that if Rohit and Virat, they should end up lifting the trophy, and everybody has been speaking about wherever we traveled during the ODI World Cup. Everybody was speaking, "Let's win it for Virat. Let's win it for Virat." I mean, Rohit is no different. I mean, in terms of international experience, Rohit is far more senior than Virat. He made his debut back in 2007 itself. Virat had to wait for a couple of more years to make his debut. He had not burst onto the scene before Rohit had already had a T20 World Cup in the cabinet. So that way, Rohit should also be celebrated, and this World Cup should be. They should not just win it for Virat Kohli. In fact, it should also be won for the champion batter that Rohit Sharma has been, and the way he served, at least in the white ball format, the contributions that he's made for India over these years. And I mean, yes, there were. I mean, there was there's a super fan of the Indian cricket team,
will we
Sukumar, the
continue to
RCB
play
fan.
T20 or not? I want to know
Exactly,
that.
exactly. I'm coming to that. There was a placard. A lot of fans were carrying these placards at the 2011, 2023 World Cup final. Thank you, Rahul Dravid. So it's going to be his final assignment as well tomorrow, and it's going to be an emotional uh, evening for Indian fans, those who've seen Rahul Dravid's contribution for Indian cricket. So let's hope that Team India wins it for Rahul Dravid. It's a tribute to Rahul Dravid as well, because the service that this man has done to Indian cricket, he doesn't have I mean, the
So,
World Cup.
do we tell Gautam Gambhir to wait or Rahul Dravid to continue after this?
That's totally up to Rahul Dravid. Even if he wants to continue, I would be definitely very happy. But that's going to be his decision. Now, coming back to Rohit and Virat Kohli, if you've won the T20 World Cup, if you have a trophy in the cabinet, it's time for you to pass the baton and let the youngsters take over. I mean,
True.
you've done your part. Nobody is going to question once you have this trophy in the bag that you are actually a world champion now. So that would be the best thing for these two stalwarts to just
True.
come up and say, okay, the gentlemen, we've done our part. It's time for you to rise and shine and carry our legacy forward. And let's and it's up to you to ensure
Like,
that the weight that we've had.
a mistake which probably Sachin Tendulkar did after winning the 2011
Yeah,
World Cup. We should have let
Yes,
it go.
just stepped in.
I hope these
yes,
guys don't do the same. I hope Dhoni shouldn't have played this year. In fact, he should have let it go after winning last year's IPL. So the timing is very important. And only guy who's done it so well timing wise is Sunil Gavaskar sir. Or मेरे को याद नहीं और किसी ने किया होगा इंडियन क्रिकेट में. Everyone was actually sort of told time is up, buddy. Move on. So
and that's how the Indian cricket has been functioning.
You know,
yeah,
Indranil, if I might come in,
yeah, please.
Rohit and Virat play at positions where there are sufficient number of replacements
Yes.
available in T20 cricket.
Yeah.
And if you look at the team that has been announced for the Zimbabwe,
But what about the pressure? This when Rohit Sharma so in so much of pressure, he youngsters could crumble. I mean, I'm actually
yeah,
going
they
to
would
eat
have.
my own words, but the pressure of playing Australia, pressure. I mean,
Absolutely. Totally. I totally get
I
you.
don't think Yashasvi Jaiswal wouldn't have
Wouldn't have.
managed to hammer the way Rohit was hammering Mitchell Stark. I can tell you, I can give it to you in
Uh,
writing.
Credit goes to the BCCI and the selectors for having made that call and picked these
Roger
two
Binney,
players.
BCCI president, Roger
Yeah,
Binney.
and credit goes to them. And but like in the case for the 26 T20 World Cup, now recently we've announced the team for the Zimbabwe tour. Even there, look at the wealth of talent available to India. I mean, you've picked four openers. Only two of them can play, and then you've got Riyan Parag. Nitish Reddy's got injured, but Nitish Reddy will get his chance sooner or later. You got so many fast bowlers. So you have two players for every position in India today. So there is no shortage of talent. Whereas what you're talking
Last
about,
year, why am I saying it? Because last year, I remember 2020, 2023, you were in the West Indies, right? Avinash, you will remember? And Virat didn't play, Rohit didn't play. I've never been sort of advocating the fact that they should play T20. They didn't play. We lost the T20 series to West Indies under Hardik Pandya's captaincy. And the selectors, I mean, thought Rohit should continue as T20 captain because
yeah,
Hardik probably was in and out of the side because of injury. Uh, just wondering how to do it because if you don't give opportunity to youngsters, how will they gain experience like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli? That is also there.
Exactly.
you should
So,
give about a couple of years. You should give a couple of years to prepare. But no,
yes.
I'm very honestly, Indranil, I did not. I really did not see this campaign coming. I'm surprised. I wasn't
Good,
so
good.
surprised about.
Even
I
I
wasn't
didn't see
so.
it
The
coming. No
23
one
World
did.
Cup did not surprise me, but this campaign definitely has the way Rohit Sharma has played. Virat, yeah, I think there's one big innings waiting for him in the final. Uh, so many of the others, Hardik, Kuldeep Yadav, they've definitely played well above, and especially India won the favorites entering this tournament. But again, we have the 2026 World Cup. It starts with the Zimbabwe tour after this series. We don't want to discuss that series now, but that's an important tour. We need to start, and there is a huge depth of talent. Open the top 1, 2, and 3. There are more than enough players who
Traffic,
can play
traffic,
for
is,
India.
traffic is heavy out there at the top. So
Yeah.
we have to see how it we distribute, how we sort of make passage to all these heavy traffic. But it's Delhi is a huge waterlogging. I hope the traffic is smooth there. That's important. Uh, Mr. Avinash is sitting in the tranquil existence of Panchkula, surrounded with trees and chopped mountains and God knows what, for making wider highways and God knows what. But Avinash, you must be a proud Indian today, because the way Indians have really carried themselves. One last hurdle, and people are saying before we shut the shop for today. I mean, if you beat England, the cup is ours. That's what the
Yeah.
sentiment is. Do you agree?
See, it is in a way, in a sense, it's definitely true that you've beaten both the those defending champions of the ODI and the T20I format. And let's not forget the fact that in the 2021 World Cup, T20 World Cup, Australia was the champions. Although we've defeated three world champions in a space of 3 days. So that's a commendable achievement. But we've seen this in Indian team. Doing this, and the kind of a campaign that we've had in this tournament, uh, we can definitely now speak with conviction that it just kept raising the bar with every passing game. It looked a completely different side in the US when we started our campaign against Ireland. It was I mean, a lopsided contest. The kind of contest we put up against the fight that we put up against Pakistan gave us the belief that okay, even if there are 120 odd runs on the board, we are going to defend it. And then there was a hiccup which came our way from the US side. Batting once again saw a collapse, but Shivam Dubey and Suryakumar Yadav doing the job. But the moment everybody knew it in our mind, we at the back of our mind, there was a feeling that the moment this Indian team arrives in the Caribbean islands, it's going to be a really strong side, because the pitches there will definitely aid the spinners, and once the Indian spinners will come to party, they will not uh, give the opposition many leeways, and that's what we've seen against the Aussies and the Afghanis and the Bangladeshis, and it was good to see the Indian spin department rising to the occasion. And of course, there will be a battle between the Pacers, because South African Pacers have also done well. But the Indian bowling, if you just compare between these two teams, the our bowling spin department looks much more
All right, all
strong.
right. Yeah, yeah. Point taken, and that's what we say. Bowlers win your tournament, and the way Indian bowlers have come to the party, they've been really consistent and probably the best bowling side. And so we're banking on them rather than on the batsmen. Batsmen have done their bit; they've got their numbers. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they're doing well. Hopefully, they'll do well in the final. Virat Kohli, for instance, will do well. We want to see Shubham Dubey coming good, because he's gotten the team in place of Riku Singh, who's waiting in the wings, and he must be really very hungry deep down
Yeah.
inside. But this is a good sign of Indian cricket in days to come. We've been playing the final. Be back again. Keep enjoying pitch battle. Thanks, Shakya and Avinash, for coming and sharing your thoughts. We'll be back soon, and keep enjoying cricket. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.